Pros and cons of living in Zionsville, Indiana. Zionsville is just minutes from Indianapolis, but it's a completely different world. It's known for its brick paved main street going through the downtown village, top rated schools, and absolute luxury neighborhoods. Zionsville has become one of the most desirable suburbs in the entire Midwest. It's got a population of about 33,000. The median household income is 159,000, and right now the median home sale price is topping out at 715,000, which is much higher than anywhere in the area. But is it right for you? So today I'm going to break down the real pros and cons of living in Zionsville, and I'll share the one big difference between Zionsville and its neighbors, Carmel and Westfield, as well as Fishers to the east, that surprises most people considering a move here. So stick with me. You're going to want to hear all about it. When we dive into the pros, pro number one is going to be top rated schools. So first, the schools, Zionsville community schools are consistently ranked among the very best in Indiana. And families relocating to the Indy area often ask me, where's the best school district? And Zionsville is always a part of that conversation. So great schools, those not only matter for kids, but they also drive property values. So homes in Zionsville command a premium, and in large part, that's going to be because of the great school system and the desire for people to be here. So would you be willing to pay more in home price or property taxes in order to be in a top-ranked school system? So for a lot of people, the answer to that is yes. Pro number two, it has small town charm with upscale living. So Zionsville has maintained its size. It has a unique charm that's hard to replicate. It's just a quiet village feel. You walk along the brick streets downtown and you're going to find boutique shops, cozy restaurants, coffee houses, and then they've got community events throughout the year. But it has a small town feel with a very upscale twist. They've got farmers markets, art shows, local festivals, and just a very strong community identity. It feels completely different from the other larger suburbs that you're going to find around here. So another pro are going to be its luxury communities. You've got Holiday Farms, Pemberton. Zionsville is going to be where you find some of the most luxurious communities in the Indianapolis area. Holiday Farms with its golf course and clubhouse, and Pemberton with custom estates, and then you've got the upcoming Bradley Ridge neighborhood, are drawing high-income professionals, executives, and relocation buyers. So custom builders like Wedgwood, Old Town Design Group, Sigma. You've got David Weekley on the more production side. They're active here in Zionsville. It's a hot spot. So if you're searching for $1 million to a multi-million-dollar home with estate-level features, you won't have any problem finding that here. Pro number four is going to be the location. Zionsville offers excellent location advantage. You're about 20 minutes from downtown Indianapolis and 30 minutes to the airport. It's just a short drive to shopping in Carmel or Westfield. So it's close enough to the city for convenience, but it's far enough away to feel very private, exclusive, and relaxed. So con number one here are going to be the home prices. I have had buyers that have started their search in Zionsville and realized it's not realistic, and they've had to go over to, neighboring Westfield or Carmel. Zionsville is one of the most expensive suburbs in Indiana, and the median home price at $715,000 is much higher than what you're going to find in nearby suburbs. And then if you look in places like Brownsburg or Avon, or Noblesville, you'll have a lot more affordability there. So buyers or families on a tight budget, Zionsville's not going to be realistic. But would you rather buy a smaller home in Zionsville or a much bigger home in a neighboring suburb for the same price? So that's a question for you. Con number two are the property taxes and the cost of living. So with those higher home prices, and the great schools and other amenities like that, it is funded by the higher property taxes, and the day-to-day cost of living is going to be higher here. You've got dining, shopping, and services, might be a little bit more than other Indy area, Indy locations, but I think the biggest thing is going to be just the housing itself. Con number three is the limited nightlife. if you're looking for a lively nightlife, Zionsville probably isn't it. The vibe is very family friendly, quiet evenings, community gatherings, but you're not going to have any late night clubs or any type of like a bar scene. For that, you'd want to head to Broad Ripple or downtown Indianapolis. They've got charming restaurants where you can come and have a nice dinner, but not really nightlife. Con number 4 is going to be limited development and village restrictions. So as you walk through the village, it has changed very little over the past few decades. And someone who's been around a long time, I can tell you that. But here's the biggest difference between Zionsville and its neighbors, Carmel, Westfield, and Fishers to the east. It's development. Zionsville has intentionally avoided a large-scale commercial growth with dense mixed-use projects. So the village downtown today looks exactly as it did a few decades ago. There's not going to be anything taller than 2 stories, no apartment complexes, no large, residential mixed-use buildings. So Westfield, Grand Park, Fishers, Carmel, they went all in on commercial density, and Zionsville said, we're going to stay Zionsville. And this protects the historic charm and exclusivity that high-end buyers love. But it also means you've got fewer restaurants, fewer businesses, less big city convenience than neighboring suburbs. So depending on what you're looking for, that could be a pro or a con. It's a little bit quieter, a little bit slower here in Zionsville. All the energy and excitement are going to, Carmel and Westfield and Fishers. So what's the real story? Zionsville offers incredible schools, small town charm, and some of the most exclusive homes in the entire state, if not country for that matter. But you're going to pay higher in home prices, association fees. You're going to have limited nightlife, slower commercial development, and here's the kicker: that very lack of big development is part of what drives that luxury demand. So exclusivity creates value. And that's why multi-million-dollar homes in Zionsville continue to sell. So what do you think? Would you rather live in a fast-growing, highly developed, energized suburb like Carmel, Westfield, or Fishers? Or do you prefer Zionsville's quieter, more exclusive lifestyle, where the downtown hasn't changed in decades? So drop your thoughts of what your preference is in the comments. I reply to every single comment. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating to the greater Indianapolis area, I'd love to be your guide.